Alright, so today I'm going to be talking about a book called Cognitive Behavioral Therapy Made Simple by Seth Gillihan. And I'll just abbreviate it to make it easy, CBT. So three things I'll be talking about today. The first is called Cycling the Puck. And Seth learned this from his supervisor who conducted research finding that CBT and medication were equally effective in treating depression. So now there's plenty of research showing that CBT is very effective for depression and anxiety, and so I think it's a helpful tool for us to use because we may not be clinically depressed or clinically have anxiety, but we still can feel those feelings sometimes, and so I think it's helpful to nurture that. So anyway, cycling the puck is, and I'm not a hockey expert, but apparently in hockey, cycling the puck is when hockey players are passing the puck amongst one another until they find an opening for a shot at the goal. So in CBT, the metaphor of cycling the puck is you are looking for evidence that goes against your negative core belief. So if my negative core belief is that I'm inadequate, then I'm looking for evidence that goes against that. And it can be friends and family members that love me, or things that they do for me, and through their actions it shows love. So it can be different things, but anything that you feel goes against your negative core belief. So um, in CBT, oftentimes they'll have something they call sudden gains, where patients have built up enough evidence to go against their negative core belief that all of a sudden they have a rapid improvement in their symptoms of depression or anxiety or whatever it is. And these patients also have decreased likelihood of relapse in the future. They believe that this cognitive change has a protective effect as well. So that's pretty cool. So that's cycling the puck. Number two is changing our negative core beliefs. So Seth recommends actually writing down a plan for when we experience anticipated thoughts. So throughout the day, there may be times that you're going to feel a little more depressed or anxious. So what Seth recommends is writing down on an index card, and I wrote down three things here that go against, if my negative core belief is inadequacy, then I wrote down three things that go against that. And it doesn't have to be super profound. It's just whatever helps you. So I think I wrote something about my dog in one of them. And so it may sound silly, but it helps me feel better knowing something related to my dog. It can be a family member, a significant other that you mean a lot to them, and vice versa. So basically, you're writing down these things that you take with you, and so when you do feel more depressed or anxious at a certain point during the day, you pull out that index card, and it really can help change your feelings and emotions. And then number three is keep a record of things that went well. So as the weeks and months go by, you're documenting every time something goes well that goes against your negative belief. And so you're just building that evidence on top of each other so that your mind has no choice but to realize that your negative core belief is not true. So those are the three things, and I hope that helps.